Hey everyone, welcome to McKellar Motivational Monday. My name is Danica McKellar, and every Monday we get together to talk about something that's going to make our weeks a little better. Welcome everyone, and I'd like to hear, before we start, I'd like to hear where you guys are watching from, where you're joining in from. Hey everyone, hey Mystic Ninja, Neurizer. Some of these names I don't really know how to pronounce. Costa Rica, Arkansas, very cool. I know Facebook takes a second longer, so I'm doing Periscope and Facebook at the same time. We have Clearwater, Florida, South Carolina, Tennessee, very cool. Illinois, the UK, Austin, Texas, Greenville, Ohio, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. You know all the tricks, Billy? Okay, good. Torrance, Connecticut, Oklahoma. Wow, Redmond, Macedonia. Really, that is so cool. I love it when people are watching from far away. This is fantastic. I'm doing great, you guys. Somewhere on earth, very mysterious old mantras. Welcome all we to your first day on Periscope. Connecticut, Rhode Island, Portland. I love Portland, very green there. Buenos Aires, Saskatchewan, very cool. San Antonio. So today we, and by the way, in advance, I truly appreciate when you guys do take the time to share. It makes a big difference for me. It's a wonderful gift that you can give me, and I really appreciate it. If you think your friends or followers would enjoy this, we're talking about a couple of little tricks to feeling happy. You know, we live in a world today with all sorts of little gadgets and products that promise to make us happy. You know, what do they say? Money can't buy you love. There's like only so much stuff outside stuff can do. There's only so much it can do for you. And we're gonna talk about a couple things to do that are free and easy and give fast results to feeling happy. And they don't involve drugs of any kind or any substance for that matter. I think it's important to that we keep in mind what tools we have in our toolbox, because it's so easy to forget when we have a world and society telling us we need other stuff in order to be happy, which just isn't true. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you, Lori. Well, I love making the movies on Hallmark, so I really appreciate that you watch them. Thank you, Kim. Oh, thank you, Lauren. Okay, Grant Patillo, that is one. So I've got 3 tips, and you guys are going to, I'm sure, add some more in, but 3 things that 3 really fast little tricks to do to feeling happy. But before you do one of these little tricks, you have to make sure of something, and this is something people don't really talk about very much. Make sure that you're ready to feel happy. And what do I mean by that? Because if you just get some really bad news, or something bad happens, or you're just really like having a reaction, an emotional reaction to something, you might not be ready to be happy. Like, okay, let's hurry up and feel happy. No. You actually might have an emotion that's worth paying attention to and honoring for a few moments. And when we feel sad or upset or depressed, and I'm not talking about clinical depression, I'm talking about sort of your everyday depression. Clinical depression is not something that I'm qualified to speak on. For that, you definitely want to consult your doctor. But if you're just feeling down and upset, let's not try to rush out of that emotion. You might need to examine something. There might be a lesson in it for you, and you need to let your body experience that other, maybe not pleasant emotion in a safe and controlled way before you can move on and feel happy. You don't have to dwell in it for very long, and you shouldn't. But what I like to do when I'm having an emotion that I'm not that comfortable with and I don't like, I write about it. So I can write about it and then sort of get ready to feel happy. So that's one thing that yes, Scott, I totally agree with that. We choose that. So make sure you prep, make sure that you're ready to be happy. You've honored the unhappy feelings you're having. You've given them their moment. You've written about them, try to digest them. And then there are 3 things that I really like. There are 3 tricks that I like, and there are more, but these are the 3 that I chose to talk about today. One of them is writing a gratitude list. This also involves writing. Just write down like 3 or 4 or 5 things that you are grateful for. Even if you're not in touch with how you're feeling about those right now, you go for a run. That's a great one. That's a great one, Teresa. You're going to cut to camera too. Yes, very funny. Yes, I do keep a journal for sure. I think it's really important. It's so helpful for me anyway. So one of the things is write down some things you're grateful for. Remind yourself what there is in life to be happy about. It can be family members. It can be your own health. It can be a hobby that you love. Search your mind. It won't take you long to come up with some things. No matter what's going on, you can always find a few things you actually are grateful for. Number 2, music. Put on some happy music that makes you happy. Okay, the song that I love the most for this is ironically, or not so ironically, called Happy. That Pharrell Williams song. I love it. Yes, watching a comedy, absolutely, that works to lower stress. Magoon Radio, yes, absolutely. That's a great thing. Laughter is the best medicine, right? Yes, counting your blessings, Big Jetsy. That's what I was saying. And music can feed the soul. Choose your music carefully. Once upon a time, we did a broadcast where all of us, we did, well, maybe not some of you who are watching, but many of you probably, where we chose some songs that make us happy. So take a moment and find some songs that make you happy and have them on standby. Maybe even make a list, a happy playlist for songs that will lift your mood. And if you can sing it all, even if it's horrible, but no one's around and you can just sing, do it. It's so great for the soul. So, number 1, write a little gratitude list. Remind yourself why you should be happy. Number 2, music is powerful. And number 3, this is the third super easy thing to do. It's easier than you think. And that is make someone else happy. Make someone else's day. If you have a grandparent, this is the easiest thing to do because all you have to do is call them. Call them and chat for a few minutes. I don't have grandparents anymore, and when my grandmother was alive, if I called her, it made her day. And you know what? That made my day. Today on Instagram, so if any of you follow me on Instagram, then you already might have guessed that third one because I posted a quote from Martin Luther King Jr. saying, "The surest way to be happy is to seek happiness for others." Why does this work? Yes, it makes you feel good that you've made someone else feel good. Yes, it's, you're putting good karma into the world and what we put out comes back at us. All those things combined, it just works. And you know what? There's no downside. Now, there's a caveat to doing things to make other people happy. It only works if you don't expect anything in return. If you're doing something to make someone else happy, doing them a favor, whatever, walking their dog, watching their kids, calling them and saying hello, giving them a compliment, giving food to a homeless person, or just doing some charity work to help other people, whatever it is that you can do, big or small, if you're expecting to get applause for it, or you're expecting someone to do something back for you to the same degree, it won't work. It doesn't count. So make sure that on our third, I should be verified. Thank you. The third thing on the list, which is making other people happy, make sure you're doing it with no strings attached. Then it qualifies. So to recap, we are talking about tricks to feel happy. And now, are there bigger things to do for our lives to be happy? Yes. Setting worthy goals, pursuing them, planning for our lives, etc., etc. But I'm talking about quick and easy things to do. Have you filled the bucket today? No, Leho. That sounds vaguely familiar. I'm not exactly sure what that refers to, but I think I'm going to go look that up because I'm curious. I remember something about that. Have you filled the bucket today? Somebody brings up. Number 1, before the list, make sure you're ready to feel happy. If you're feeling really upset about something, write about it. Sit with it for a moment. Let yourself have your emotion in a safe and controlled way. Write it down, get it out, analyze it, figure out where it's coming from, why it's there, what you can learn from it. Take a deep breath. Maybe now you're ready for a little quick happy trick. So number 1, I didn't write these down, by the way. Number 2 is music. Oh, number 1, gratitude list. Writing down what you're grateful for. A couple things to remind yourself why you should be happy. Number 2, music is so powerful. Get up and dance, sing, just put on some music. Even if a lot of people, put your headphones on, listen to something that makes you feel happy. If you can, invest a little time in this, make yourself a happy playlist ahead of time. And then number 3, as long as there's no strings attached in your mind or in your soul, do something for someone else to make them happy, and it will bring you happiness. And again, if you have grandparents or even your parents, call them, say hello, catch up, no strings attached, no agendas, just to say hello because I'm a mom. And let me tell you something. When my son is grown, I'm going to be happy to hear from him any time of day for any reason or no reason at all. So there you go. I need to call my mom after this now. So those are my tricks, and I hope that you find them really useful. If you want to talk about anything else, we have a couple minutes. We can talk about I've got a book coming out called 10 Magic Butterflies. It comes out February 13th, and I am doing that pre-order promotion. If you pre-order, I should say, a copy of 10 Magic Butterflies, you will enter the contest. I'm going to be signing autographs for most people who pre-order a book and follow the instructions at mckellarmath.com. Just go to mckellarmath.com. There's a pop-up that comes up. Click on it. It'll take you to my blog where I talk about the rules. It's basically taking a picture of evidence that you pre-order the book and the mailing address or whatever so that I can sign you a personalized autograph for your book. And guaranteeing 20 winners per month that we've been doing this for that. Now, if instead of pre-ordering one book, if you pre-order 3 or more, I am guaranteeing you that you will get that autograph as long as you pay attention to the rules and do everything you're supposed to and the mail cooperates. I'm also going to send you guys a signed magic butterfly. So what is a magic butterfly? It's one of those little wind-up rubber band butterflies. And if you go to, and they're so fun, you put them in a book and then you open a book and they go flitting out. It's adorable. I did a slow motion video of it on Instagram. If you go to my Instagram, it was like last week or something. It's really, really fun. So it'll just, anyway, if you pre-order 3 or more of these books, and they make great gifts, 10 Magic Butterflies, it's a very sweet picture book with a little math snuck in. It's great for ages 2 to 6. It's very girly, but, boys like butterflies too. In fact, my son is the one who inspired this story because he loved butterflies so much in our backyard that I wrote a little story about flowers who turn into butterflies one by one, and I sneak some math in there, teaching kids all the different ways of making 10, grouping with 2 different numbers, so 9 and 1, 8 and 2, 3 and 7. And can you get your Megan Martian autograph? I don't know how we would arrange that, but you saw the video of the butterflies? Yeah, it's really, really fun. Oh, they work in any book. Yeah, you wind them up and you put them in a book, and when you open the book, the little magic butterfly goes flying out. And it's just because I realized after I wrote my book, oh my gosh, it has the same name as those rubber band powered butterflies that are called magic butterflies. I should somehow involve this. So if you pre-order 3 or more copies of 10 Magic Butterflies, just go to mckellarmath.com for the instructions. There's a pop-up window that'll show you how to do it. I will definitely send you a signed magic butterfly, the ones that wind up and fly around, and a personalized autograph to whoever you want to give the books to. So anyway, so that's my book, 10 Magic Butterflies. I also have a Valentine's movie coming out on February 10th on Hallmark Channel, which I'm very excited about, called Very, Very Valentine. I'm very, very excited about Very, Very Valentine. So I hope you guys enjoy that. I'll be doing some press for it. I'm sure I'll be posting soon on Instagram about that as well. The new Hallmark movie, Jimmy, is on February 10th on Hallmark Channel. You're on it, Alicia? Very cool. Lori, I wish that I had those kind of math books around when I was a kid, too, because math used to scare me. I used to be terrified of math. I used to come home and cry because of my math homework. Yes, Classic Drive, I am from the Wonder Years. That is the show I was on when I was a kid. So, thank you, Lauren. Patriots or Eagles. You know what's funny about that, Matthew? My stepson is a huge New York Giants fan, and he is very torn at this moment. Thanks, Bonnie. Yeah, I hope you guys will live tweet with me. I'm very excited about this premiere of Very, Very Valentine. I should really always say very twice whenever I'm talking about this movie, just to be dorky. I'm very, very excited about live tweeting for Very, Very Valentine. Hallmark Channel, 9 p.m., 8 p.m. Central on Saturday, February 10th, just before Valentine's Day.